Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first-time visitor, welcome and thank you. I'm going to share with you a couple of, well, more than a couple of projects that I completed for a challenge being hosted by a dear friend here on YouTube. Gloria, who is Crafting with the Heart, is hosting her first challenge. I previously posted a promo video for the challenge, and I will link that video and her challenge video down below so that you can check out the details. There's still plenty of time to participate. So let me share with you some of the items that I made to send to her. I am not going to show you all of the items because just in case Gloria is watching, I do want her to be a little surprised with some of the items that she receives. So one of the items I'm going to include is this cupcake liner shaker wand that I made, and I will link the tutorial down below where I show how I made this, but I thought it would be fun to give one of these to her. I'm also going to send Gloria this banner that I made for her. It's kind of shabby chic inspired. I don't know that this cute little fairy would necessarily qualify as shabby chic, but I wanted to throw her in the mix. Yeah, you know, definitely not 100% shabby chic, but why be totally 100% anything? It's all about the mix and the mash. So I did a total mashup here of a shabby chic inspired tag using this beautiful handmade floral embellishment that I previously received as part of a rack. I did slide in a couple of metal elements, and here is a pin, a hat pin that with a pearl top that I tucked in. I guess this is almost borderline mixed media, right? It's a little bit of everything. I used some buttons, I used some lace, I used some tutu tulle. Ha! I only recently learned what this is called. And I covered the banner in, I don't know what this was, but I don't know the name of it, but this kind of floral, I don't know, lace fabric in the background was part of a swap that I did when I first started my channel here on YouTube. I did a tag with, I think it was Donna, Dreams ×3 maybe. I think that's who it was. But she sent me some of this beautiful, I'm just going to call it lace or fabric. And I've had it for the longest time, and I finally decided to use it. Then here I have a little metal hello charm. And that is, let's see if I can find it. No, I'm not going to find it. You know when I'm going to find it? I'm going to find it. Here it is. That is a jelly bean embellishment, a mixed media embellishment that I picked up from Tuesday Morning a little bit ago for 49 cents. Ha ha ha. I still have one left, but I used one for the tag. And this little doll here, I colored her up using my Spectrum Noir markers, I believe is what I used to color her up. Colored her up a little bit ago, and I had her in my little box of embellishments waiting for the perfect opportunity to be used, and here it finally came up. So yeah, I think this is more like a mixed media, maybe a shabby chic mixed media inspired tag. That's a mashup right there. And here's what the back of the tag looks like. And don't freak out that you can see my address there. This is a P.O. box, my friend. I wouldn't flash my address for all to see. I'm a little crazy, but I'm not cray-cray like that. So that's the tag, not the tag, the banner that I made for Gloria. I also made a, let me see if I can put this here. I also made this birthday card for her using the Hero Arts stamp monthly kits. And this stamp set, I believe, is called Fiesta. And the background stamp set is, I think, called Blanket. Let's see. Here is the Hero Arts stamp sets. And I do believe it's called Fiesta. I'm almost positive it's called Fiesta. But it's an awesome, awesome stamp set. And it came with all of the die cuts as well as a border die cut, which is amazing. And then here is the sweater background that I used. 6x6 background cling stamp. And I think it's called Blanket Pattern Bold. Blanket Pattern Bold Prints by Hero Arts. And I used some Hero Arts inks that also came with the kit to stamp the background. So, and I used my Cupcakes to color up the two characters here, which a lot of people have been identifying them as Chihuahuas. These are not Chihuahuas, my friends. Look at them closely. I don't know. I think they're little mice. This little mouse is a girl mouse and a boy mouse. Because look at that tail. I don't know. You ever seen a Chihuahua with a tail like that? I don't know. And big ears like that? Well, yeah, maybe big ears, but whatever they are, they're pretty darn cute. So I made a birthday card for her, and that's what the inside of the card looks like. It's funny. I don't know if it's a Chihuahua. Okay, if you say so. Here is an envelope I made using my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, and I did an A2 size to match this card, and I just used some paper in my stash that went along with the theme of Fiesta. So one of the items that Gloria included in her list of items that you can send to her was an index card. So this is the index card I made. And the paper in the background, if you give me a second, I'll tell you the name of the pad. I have to walk away from the camera for a second. That's okay. It's all within reach. It's actually called Mexican Fiesta. And I use this paper pad and the paper in it to create the envelope and to create the background. You see the little cactus background there? That's paper from this same paper pad. So I've had this paper pad for a little bit now since it first came out, and I've been using it quite a bit, so I'm glad I picked it up. This background is a stitched hillside border that I cut using some kind of sand color paper because I just wanted it to look like, you know, you have cactus, desert, sand. I thought it would be fun. And these are all part of that same stamp set. And I stamped Cupcake colored and then cut them all out using the matching dies. These here are some paper flower buds that I picked up from AliExpress. My first order from AliExpress. And the quality of the paper buds or the paper flowers is okay. They were a little smush, so I had to unsmush them. So I wasn't too happy about the fact that they're smush, and I don't know that I would necessarily order from them again, but is what it is. I unsmushed these and prettied them up some. And I don't know if you can see, but behind them there's some bling that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So that's the front of the card. She asked if you do the index card that it be 4x6. So I did it 4x6. I inked the edges with Distress ink. Same with the Stitch Hillside. And I'm not going to turn this over actually because my birthday is on the back. But the back side has this same matching paper right there. So that is the index card. And then So let's see. I did a birthday card. I did an index card. I did the banner. I also did a pocket letter. A pocket letter was one of the items that she included on her list. And I truly, truly wanted to spoil Gloria. So I was trying to make everything on her list because it is her first challenge, and I wanted it to be special and memorable, so I try to hit everything on her list. So she included a pocket letter on her list of items that you can make and submit to her. And this one was actually fun to make because it's been a good long while since I made a pocket letter, and here it is. I used I wanted to do something a little different than the Fiesta theme. I didn't want everything to be Fiesta. I did this, I guess you could say this pocket letter is total Doodlebug inspired because the background papers are Doodlebug design papers from different collections, and all of these stickers are Doodle Pops. What are they called? Doodle Pop designs? Or Doodlebug design pops? I think they're the Doodlebug. I will get it out. The Doodlebug Pop dimensional stickers. I have so many of them, and the reason that I have so many of them is that I know that they can be used to make some awesome pocket letters. So, and that's exactly what I did. These are all from different collections. I'll show you all of the paper pads that I used. Bananas, right? So I used I totally went into my stash on this one. I have a lot of Doodlebug stash because I love Doodlebug. I used some paper from the Spring Things collection. You know what? I think I pulled some paper from this one, from the Cream and Sugar collection, but ultimately I swapped it out and didn't use it. I used paper from the Puppy Love collection. Yeah. Here's one Kitten Smitten collection. I really broke into my stash. I definitely used paper from the Under the Sea 6x6 paper pad. This is one of my favorites. And, ooh, I didn't use this one, but I'll show it to you anyway. Here's Anchors Away. I didn't use it. I pulled out a sheet, and then I think I changed my mind about it. I actually used one sheet from the Bunnyville collection. It's one of my favorite paper pads for Easter inspired projects. And then there's the Sugar and Spice collection. I'm looking at the paper now, and I think I pulled out a sheet and then changed my mind about it. Yeah, I did. I pulled out this sheet and then changed my mind about it. Story of my life, right? I always pull out a bunch of stuff and see what happens. So I definitely have quite a stash of Doodlebug papers. So I just went to my stash, and between that, some washi tape, and the sentiments on all of these are from the Tim Holtz. I think it's Small Talk. Is it Small Talk? Yes, Small Talk. I used this to give each of the little pockets a little sentiment of its own. So if you've seen me do pocket letters before, or if you watch my videos, I like to create, I like to create little scenes in each little pocket, or one big scene, running theme throughout the whole letter. That's just the way my mind thinks. I'm a big fan of using washi tape to help ground the images and the stickers. I don't like, in my mind, I don't like to see the stickers just floating around with no, I think by adding the washi at the bottom, it kind of grounds them and creates more of a scene instead of just the flying floating sticker. That's just me. So here's the first row. Here we have a little doggy. It says, may your day be full of sunshine. So I inked the edges of each of these cards, and whatever ink I used to edge that particular card, I also use it to ink the edges of the sentiment, so it just has some flow and it's all cohesive. So there's a little dog saying, may your day be full of sunshine. Here we have a little house. You can never have too many things. Here, blow out the candle. So in my mind, I'm thinking I wanted to send her, the theme I was going for was just blessings and birthday wishes. Here we have a little mermaid, and she's saying make a wish. Here, this is a shaker pocket, which I think I packed a little too tight when I sealed it. I used my fuse tool to seal it, and I think I should have left a little more room at the top because my shakers aren't shaking too much, but that's okay. Actually, in the center of this shaker pocket is a sticker, a pop-up, a 3D pop-up dimensional sticker, but it's not Dollar Tree. It's not Doodle Pop. This one's not Doodle Pop. This is part of a 2-pack that I got from Tuesday morning, and I don't know what I did with the packaging, so I can't show it to you. The balloons in the background, I used my, Martha Stewart balloon punch to cut out or punch out the balloons that you see in the background here. I initially thought that I would cut out or punch out some of these embellishments and use them as part of the shaker bits in the pocket, but I found they were blocking the cupcake too much, so I just adhered them to the back. I took a fine marker and I made some strings on the balloon. This is another Doodle Pop sticker, and here the sentiment is happy birthday to you. And here, see the importance, I think, of the washi tape. It helps to just ground the image and create this cute little scene. Here we have a little kitty from the Smitten Kitten collection, wishing you happiness. And this one are 2 little birdies, also Doodle Pops, and they had the little heart as well. Count your blessings. I am thankful for you. I am very thankful for Gloria's friendship. And here we have a little froggy because why not? And here he is, his little sentiment is celebrates. Whoops, celebrates. Yeah, so that's my pocket letter, and I guess I'll flip it around and show what I put in the back. Why not? Here I have some lace. This is vintage lace trim from the, I want to say either 60s or 70s. It's part of a stash that I have that was gifted to me by my mother-in-law, who does all things vintage, and she gave me a stash of vintage laces, trims, and handkerchiefs. So I thought I would share some of the lace because I don't use a lot of lace in my projects. I'm starting to change that up a little bit now, but for the most part I don't, and I just wanted to share some of that. Here we have some buttons. Sent her 4. They have sentiments. Lovely, cherish, home is where the heart is, and I thought she can always use those. Here's a Technique Tuesday little stamp set that I thought she would enjoy. It's butterflies. Take flight, spread your wings, fly. Here we have some buttons, butterfly shape buttons. This is the back side of the shaker pocket. I wasn't going to put anything in there because obviously she wouldn't have access to it because I did seal the pocket. So I just punched out more of those balloons and just stamped my channel stamp. Here I have some wood buttons. These are star-shaped. Here I am sending Gloria some of the new Gorgeous Girls stickers that I recently hauled. Here we have 2 bird-shaped paper clips, and here is that second cupcake because the cupcakes come in a pack of 2. And also in there are some balloon punch outs that I included in case she wanted to do something with that. I used some glitter washi to trim the spine or edge of my pocket letter because I just think it looks a little more finished. And this time I decided to do something a little different and added some of that eyelash trim or fun fur that I recently hauled from the Dollar Tree, just to have a little kind of fun little element on the edge there. I hope that stays. Boy, I've struggled with this little fun fur trim. It was getting all over the place, but I think I got it. And then Gloria had mentioned that she's going to store all of her pocket letters in a binder. So I made sure to go in and punch the holes so she can go ahead and do that. So that, I guess I'll show you this too. What I plan on doing is, in terms of packaging this, I'm going to fold it up this way. I'm going to wrap it in this pretty tissue paper you see here in the background. And then I'm going to use this trim as a belly band, like that, around the pocket letter to keep all the bits from moving out. And this is a doily edge punch, also by Martha Stewart, that I've had in my stash for a little bit. And I always use it when I'm making belly bands for my pocket letters because it's just gorgeous. So with one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, I was able to make 5 belly bands. I'm not going to use them all now, I don't think. I guess we'll see how it goes as I package this, but it goes to show just how versatile and how much you can get out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper using that doily punch set. So let me reach for it. I'm always reaching for things. Everything's in front of me. Here it is. So super easy to use and heavy duty, great Martha Stewart quality, and it punches perfectly. So I use that. So those are the items that I'm going to send to my dear friends Gloria, together with some other items that I'm not going to show you because I want you to be surprised. But if you want to see what those other items are, why don't you hop on over to Gloria's channel and subscribe, because every entry she gets, she shares. So if you want to see the entire package, definitely hop on over, check her out. She's an awesome person. That is my share for tonight, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I would also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you are visiting me for the first time and you're not a subscriber, if you like what you see, subscribe. Come back and visit me. I promise you won't regret it. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.